Mercedes, Rebecca, thank you for giving me a few minutes today on press day for SkyMed, July 10th, Paramount Plus. How does it feel? We're almost there.
We're excited. Yeah, like our cheeks hurt. You could tell Rebecca and I have been like smiling. We're very giddy.
We're just so excited.
Yeah. I had the opportunity to watch the first episode the other night, and I love how it's like drama, action, a little suspense. What are you hoping for when the viewers tune in for the first time to watch this?
Good question. I hope personally that they connect to not only the situations going on, but like the characters and like the personal stories, just so they follow us on our personal journeys as well. That's what I really love about this show. Yes, we're saving lives. We're out there, you know, there's emergencies and they need our help, but there's a lot of personal things that we're going through as well. So, yeah.
I would totally agree. Like, as much as the show is an action-packed adventure, I think the real adventure is our character journeys, because it really goes from 1 to 100 really fast sometimes.
That's awesome. So you play Lexi and Emily. I want to know really quick, tell me a little about the audition and how you got these roles.
Oh, wow.
Or do you want to go first? Well, actually, so I play Emma, actually, and she's a ER nurse at North House, and she has her own little nursing station, and she's kind of like the head honcho there. And I think she's just on a journey to find herself, regardless of the plans she's had since she was a baby, regardless of anything that I guess the North throws at her. And she really kind of figures out exactly what she wants out of life by the end of it. Sorry, Maura, go ahead.
Okay, so the audition was very interesting for me. I remember it was super late night. I almost remember it like it was yesterday. And I just felt very comfortable as Lexi. She has this natural, like this swagger to her. And I think that it's something that she developed because she has to hang with the boys. Being a female pilot or aspiring to be a pilot, it's a man's world, right? But she has to have this like confidence and a bit of a shield that she puts up in order to wade through all of that nonsense and just stay focused. So yeah, that's what I remember about my audition, just this confidence that she had to have, because the world that she was stepping into, it wasn't made for women. It wasn't made for Black women. And so I did it. Here I am.
That's right. How was it connecting with these characters? How did you prepare to play these roles?
For me, I never had thought about being in the medical workforce at all for my life. So actually my best friend, she's an ER nurse as well. And I think before the audition, I really talked to her about her responsibilities, the struggles that she has with like balancing relationships and being a nurse and having all that pressure on you. And I really took inspiration from her personality as well, and kind of input that onto Emma, because of how serious she takes her job, but also the contrast of her having so much fun outside of work. So that was my for Emma.
That's good. I think, yeah, for a lot of the women in the show, their careers are very important to them. And like personally, and acting is not easy. You have to have a thick skin. You have to be very determined and hardworking. And so I saw so much of who I am as a person in Lexi as well. Her determination, her drive, her focus, her love for her craft. And so that's kind of just what I honed in on to develop my character. I love it. She feels like a part of me.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
So yesterday,
close to me.
Yeah. So yesterday I had Thomas on, and one of the questions I asked him was like, because I've had other guests that have come on the show, and I've asked them like, if they're playing a doctor or nurse, you have to learn a lot of like the terminology for certain words and everything. And he told me he had to learn a lot about like flying a plane and all the stuff behind there. I assume you also had to learn that and medical terms as well. How hard was it like trying to learn all that?
It was hard, but when you're in character, it becomes so natural. right? And it's to the point where now every time I'm on a plane, like literally I just came back from Montreal a few days ago, and the pilot was landing and I was like, he's going in too fast. He better dirty up. He's going in too fast. And he did go in too fast, and he had to abort the landing, and we had to go up and circle around. And I was like, at this point, I should just have my license because I'm good at this, you know? It was really, it's challenging, but it's very rewarding at the same time. Yeah.
For me, much like Mercedes, when you're in character and you have like the stethoscope on and you're in your scrub, it really kind of becomes you at a certain point. Of course, there's like memorization techniques and stuff, especially for the medical jargon. But a lot of it just kind of rolled off the tongue. Like the moment the stethoscope's on you and you're with your patient, you're like, you're just in it.
Yes, it's natural. It becomes natural.
Exactly.
I love it.
How disappointed were you that you didn't really fly an airplane?
I don't need to know that.
Maybe season 2.
Maybe season 2, yeah. How was it working with the cast, and how was it working on set? I heard you guys had a lot of cold temperatures for some of the scenes.
Oh my gosh.
We shot in Winterpeg, okay? That's my nickname for Winnipeg. I will say it did help with the almost like the realism of the show, because in the north, it's cold, and a lot of the medevacs, that's exactly what they're going through and what they face. So hey, I wasn't acting sometimes.
It's true. At that point, we were just method. It was totally method. I remember just like looking around. I think Mer, you'll like attest to this as well. There was all 8 of us doing survival trainings together, and our experience with just being all together in the scene was kind of an Animal House at one point, because we just wouldn't stop laughing. We wouldn't stop having fun together. But it was also just the best when all of us were together, because the dynamic our group has is next level.
Yes, we're a close cast. It's beautiful. It's like a family, and I'm really excited to see where, you know, this season lands, and then where next season comes, because we want to keep the story going, you know?
Right.
The connection. Like I want to work with these people again. I love them.
That's great. Yeah, I was told that you guys had like a big bond happening even before you guys started filming.
Oh my gosh, it was next level. All of our stories, our origin stories of how we started acting, where we ended up living, they all somehow had a similar through line, all of us.
Yes.
And it's something we all shared on, I think, our first day together in Manitoba. And it was just an unbelievable bonding experience. I think Praneet was even like, so should we go to the lobby and have like a group hug at the end of this? Because it was just so overwhelming how connected we all felt.
But it set the tone.
Totally.
It set the tone for the season, and it just put us in a good headspace. We were very open and comfortable with one another from day one. And I think that's why the show is as successful as it is, because it's a real connection. It's genuine.
Yeah, and it helps with the chemistry also on set.
Totally.
If there is a season 2, is there somebody from the cast that you didn't have a lot of like parts with that you're hoping for in the next season?
Just so happens it's Mercedes. Mercedes is my girl, and you know that. She knows that. I would love to be in more scenes with Mercedes. We had, I think, maybe 2 to 3 together, maybe. For the Bachelorette, I had so much fun just even like sitting next to you and like with your scenes and stuff. It would be Mercedes for sure.
Yeah, I would agree. I would love to be with another, you know, woman of color. The representation in the show is awesome. Just so to see us like really build a friendship, I think that would be exciting. Maybe we would get up to some trouble.
That's awesome.
Who knows?
Yeah, girl. I can't wait for season 2.
Lastly, how excited are your friends and family to tune in to watch this?
They're thrilled. They're really proud of us. I know Rebecca can attest to this. Like our family, they've always been our supporters. And, you know, our cheerleaders, our #1 fans. So to have a show this large on an incredible platform like Paramount Plus, come on, CBC. Hey, I know our families they can't wait.
Yeah, my parents have like, they're old school. So they set like the PVR there. And I'm like, Mom, Dad, it's like streaming too. And they're like, no, we want to watch it on cable. Like we want to give you the views, you know?
Yeah.
But everyone's so stoked. And it's just, it's so overwhelming how much love I could feel from all of our family and all of our friends. And even us in our little like WhatsApp group chat, we're like just beyond excited for all of it.
That's awesome. Paramount Plus, July 10th. Thank you for giving me a few minutes today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Yeah.